Kahnawake peacekeepers and other local responders were on the scene of a fatal accident involving a motorcycle and another vehicle, which has claimed the life of one non-local man. According to the Kahnawake peacekeepers, both drivers, who were non-local, were
all working, and then like all of a sudden she's like, "We have to go. There's an accident."
So you was all. We didn't know nothing about it, and on the way there, we didn't even know where it was. She just knew it was on the 132.
We thought it was just like cars.
Yeah. And the police had it blocked off, and we kind of drove up as close as we could get, and we walked in. And the first cigarette store we got to, there was some women sitting out there, and they were like, "Oh, it was a bad motorcycle accident." The car was on the side, the bike was on the road, his helmet was there. It's just. And the first thing, like, I was totally not in a frame of mind to go and ask questions. You know, I seen this woman who was in shock herself, you know, because she's
the woman who had seen it?
Yeah, well, she didn't see the actual, she seen him in the air flying and then hit the ground. So my first instinct was to console her, you know, so I sat with her and I was hugging her and she was crying. And that's where, like, I couldn't get in the frame of mind to be a reporter and asking questions and going over here and going over there, whereas Regan was like right into it and getting, you know, getting all the shots. And
you know, Regan's really good at that, like just to completely turn herself off, like no emotions, and just kind of go right into it. And
when we had first got there, like I was just filming, and I'm like getting the car that was smashed and like the pieces on the ground, and like I hadn't seen anything and I didn't expect to see anything, so I was like, I'm fine, you know. And then I started walking, I'm like, over there would be a better shot. So I'm walking, and then I see a pool of blood. And my stomach just turned, and I'm like, okay, camera off, I'm going over there.
You know, that's dangerous. Because I almost didn't stop and was going to turn and get some more
yeah, like he's signaling me to go, but he's blocking the driveway.
But I find that motorcyclists too tend to be really careless drivers. Like just last night I was coming back from the city and I'm like side to side with another car, and all of a sudden this motorcycle just comes speeding right through, cut me off, and went speeding down the side road. Like you have guts to ride a motorcycle. I would never.
I only do it around here though, because I'm not ready to go on the big highways yet, so. Were you talking about the accident? Yeah.
You were just telling me about how it felt and just like what it was like.
It's definitely shocking to arrive on that scene for sure. Yeah, I mean, I went film, and when I walked up on the scene, the guy's teeth were on the ground and there was blood everywhere, and like I was I was definitely in shock. But then I just like turned it right off.
Well, that's what we were just saying, how like Kahnawake was saying that she you know, her first reaction was to console whoever she could.
Yeah.
Whereas you were just like, hey, I see it, oh my god, all right, okay, go into work mode.
Yeah.
And how do you but how do you do that?
Oh my god, I just realized like my ruthlessness on the job.
But you have a job to do too, and that's what I was just saying, that that's what makes people pick their trades and what they do in life, because that's what they're good at.
But then journalists tend to arrive on scenes within seconds of police or, you know, or minutes, so sometimes you know things before everybody else, and it's heartbreaking. It really is, but then you'd shut it off.
And I mean, it's not that it's only you either. I mean, you watch the news, I was saying that earlier, the national news or whatever. Yeah. There's accidents, shootings, you know, stabbings, there's things
wars
all the time, and reporters have to be on the scene and doing the same, so.
But it's when you bring in that element of the small community and everybody knowing everybody, and then stuff.
Anyways, I gotta get back to work. All right. Didn't I just see you? This place is awesome. It's like very like It's our spot.
I don't know, it's really nice. It's very different than what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. Right, so what? I was like, what does she want to talk to me about? I'm like, oh my god, what? Tell me.
I got engaged.
Get out of here. This is your news? Are you kidding me?
No, for real.
Seriously? What? Oh my god, congratulations. Oh, I'm so happy for you.
You're so happy for me.
How did it all come down to this?
Okay,
Wow.
it's like, it's a total shock, completely. I'm still like, I can't believe, I'm just like, oh my god, I'm gonna be somebody's wife, you know, like that's nuts. So yeah, so yeah, we just, we went to,
Were you shocked? Like,
yeah.
did you have a feeling?
No, it was like, you know, all those things you think like, oh, I'm gonna know, and you know, like I always said, like, oh yeah,
Have an idea.
yeah, but no clue, no idea, no indication. We went out, he asked me just to go out together, and we went. We ended up at the old port, and then all of a sudden, like we were just like walking around, the water, and he just like stopped walking. And I was like, okay, and still nothing. I was just like, okay, and he takes my hand and he just starts telling me how he feels, and it was just like, wow, you know. And then all of a sudden he gets down on one knee, and I'm just like, my jaw just dropped. At this point, I still didn't know.
Oh my god!
And then he reaches in his pocket and pulls out the ring, and I'm like, oh my god! And I was just like, get out of here, shut up. And I said it, and he was just like, and he's like, Luana, will you marry me? I was just like, and I just like, I swear to God, like I didn't even know what, like, you know, you wait for this moment your whole life, and then all of a sudden it's like,
wow.
is this really happening? And I was just like, oh my god. So obviously I said yes, and he put the ring on my finger, and I was like in shock, in complete and total shock. So I wanted you to be the first to know, but surprise!
Wow, I'm shocked. Let me
So
see
now
it
I
again.
need to get my nails done. So. I love it, and he picked it out all by himself. Like I can't even believe it. It's just, it's like
very
nothing I
nice.
could have ever pictured.
Oh yeah, it's really nice. Unique. I wasn't expecting this kind of news. I was just like, oh, okay, what are we going to talk about today? Like, I wasn't sure, but... So what are your plans? Like, did you guys talk about dates, or...
I'm hoping for 2009, and that's what I want.
Yeah.
Like, I do not want a summer wedding. So I'm thinking more like fall. That means planning now. So I'm just totally excited, and I'm like, I just can't stop smiling. I'm just like, yay, you know, and like everything just seems to be falling into place, you know. So I'm so happy.
Wow.
I want my dream wedding. I'm just like, I can't believe, like, I'm finally in the club, yay! You know, like,
In the club.
you know, yeah.
Well,
So
welcome to the marriage club.
yeah, it's so amazing, you know, and it's just such a good feeling. Like, I just feel like everything's come full circle, you know, and everything's just, yeah, I'm exactly where I want to be.
Tell me, like, wedding parties. I'm like, wedding parties.
Well,
Yours and his, like, any idea, like...
yeah, well, I mean, I did want to also ask you if you would be my maid of honor.
Yes, I accept. Thank you. I'm so excited. I'm MOH.
So yeah, so I mean that was inevitable, you know, that was the first thing. I was like, oh my god, you know, like I get to do a wedding party.
Ooh, I've never been a maid of honor. Thank you. It should be mine. I'm the Mary.
Exactly. So I wanted to ask
Couldn't be
you.
any other way. All the things we've been through in our lives, like...
No, I think it's very appropriate.
I gotta get myself a crown now.
No, I will be wearing the crown.
Sorry. It's your day.
It's gonna be big.